another Purl Perspectives live stream. Pew, 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 pew.
Meow, 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 meow.
We are 10 minutes late, but we are here. Because we thought we had it under control, but we didn't really have it under control.
None of us work in IT. Please don't blame us.
The amount of stuff that I've learned about live streaming is way more than I ever wanted to learn.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that we are coming in smoothly. We are plugged in. We're in low latency, whatever that means. And hopefully we're not like choppy and laggy.
Yeah.
So you can see us and we can see you.
And if we are choppy and laggy for some reason, don't be afraid to just sign off and wait. Once we're done, the video gets uploaded, not choppy and laggy.
We've got a really exciting episode for you guys today. We're going to do our regular roundtable dorks, but also we were lucky to visit Twist Fiber Festival yesterday, so we are going to bring you some examples of what we managed to find there. We saw a lot of cool people too.
Yes, we did. So many friends.
So many friends.
But before we forget, we should introduce ourselves. My name is Allie.
I'm Carine.
And I'm Anahí.
And we are your three Pearls from Purl Perspectives. Three friends from Ottawa, Canada, coming at you on a Sunday afternoon, just shooting the shit, doing the thing,
Stitching some stitches.
having some fun.
And drinking tea.
And
drinking
drinking tea.
tea.
There's lots of tea in this household.
Do you want to know what I forgot?
Tea?
Both my tea
And your knitting.
And my knitting.
It's okay. It's okay.
You would think that I do this every week.
We're not professionals. We're professionals.
We're professional. I'll be right back.
So, why don't we start with our dorks? Carine, would you like to go first?
Sure, I will do first.
What are you drinking?
Drinking. Oh, yes. So I'm drinking in my brand new, what do you call this? Like it's a tea
it's a tea flask?
flask, but it's
Tea
like
flask?
a portable tea flask. So what's really nice about this is that the tea strainer is at the bottom, and you can
Close it before
close
you flip
this. You can flip it, and then you can take the tea flask out while it's the strainer out once it's ready. And essentially, that's it. You have like two ways to open it. It's really nice. It has cats on it for anybody who likes cats and knows me. And I am drinking he wants to go up. I'm drinking a strawberry kiwi herbal tea,
Yum.
and it's delicious.
Can I smell it?
I want to give it a sniff.
Oh, that's very strawberry-y. Like very natural.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, it's like 100%. There's no artificial flavors in there.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's what I'm drinking
Mm-hmm.
in my, like I said, brand new, gifted from my wonderful sister-in-law Carla. I love you, baby.
Love Carla.
And I will see you soon. And then one of my outfits. So I'm wearing the oolong tea by Maehrer.
Amy
Maehrer.
Sure, yeah.
So this is, I don't wear it super often, mostly because like it's still a bit warm for this weather, but it's not too bad today. At least indoors, not outdoors. So that's what I'm wearing. As for what I'm reading. Oh, reading. I don't know. I'm not reading anything right now. I stopped.
Sorry.
No, that's not true. I'm still in the middle of. I just stopped for a few days, but I'm still in the middle of the six cranes. So I'm currently doing that. I haven't finished anything. I apologize. But yeah, so it's very interesting. I love it so far. But again, I'm like halfway through. So, and then when I'm knitting, I am currently working on this little piece, which I forgot to pull it up. It's right here.
You were working on this last time.
Yes, it's the same as last
Well,
time.
that's going to make doing the show notes a little bit easier.
Easy peasy.
If I can just find it in all this mess. Oh, it should be in this one. It is down there. We go. The Tonight Top by Lily Kate France. So right now it looks more like a
Bib? Kind of like a bib?
A little bit.
But we're getting there. We're going to be joining soon. And yeah. And of course I'm using this 100% silk yarn,
Bougie.
which is the most luxurious I've ever knitted with so far, I think.
That's nice. That's nice.
It's so nice.
It's
and it's from Fleur et Bonbon, which is the Quebec. I believe they're close to Montreal. I could be wrong, but I think they're close to Montreal, if not in Montreal. So Fleur et Bonbon, give them a little visit. The description will be below, or the link, I should say. And that's my dork.
Nice.
Love it.
Yeah.
What are you working on, Allie?
Okay, so drinking. I have been experimenting with making like milk tea at home. Like, you know when you go to a bubble tea place?
Yeah.
Like, I've been trying to make that because I can't, that's a habit that I either get yarn or I get bubble tea. Like,
Yeah.
Trey share, Trey worth it. So
And
I've been
just
experimenting.
A little comment on that. Unfortunately, the bubble tea place that we like is also right next door to the yarn store.
Yes, it is.
So when you go for one, you gotta go for the other, and it's really unfortunate on our wallets.
It's a doozy.
So I love that you're making your own now.
Yeah, so I'm trying. I also have a lot of tea in my cupboard that I was like, what am I going to do? Like, so now I'm making a lot of iced tea, and I've like strategically got some, like a setup at home. Anyway, it's great. I've been playing around with cold brewing tea, hot brewing tea, and then chilling it, and yeah, just having fun experimenting. So this is just an English breakfast with a little bit of brown sugar and milk, and it's actually, you know what?
Slaps.
It slaps. Could be sweeter, but I should also probably watch my teeth and not put
Do
like
you know
8 pounds of brown
Do you know what
sugar
kind
in
of tea they use at the bubble tea store? Because it's not just like orange pico, is it?
there. I think when you get like just a regular milk tea, I think it is either an oolong or just a regular black tea.
Okay.
But they put a lot of sugar syrup in it,
yeah.
which is what gives it that. But I think it might be an oolong. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Don't know. We could always ask next time.
And what are you wearing?
So my outfit today is something that we have seen on the pod several times. I'm not going to stand up because I'm very cozy where I am. But this is a dress that I had made for me by a designer based in Montreal. Her name is Yana. Her handle on all of the socials is Supa Yana. I'll share it down below. A couple of years ago, when I got my dream job, I treated myself to a custom fit dress. It was actually an amazing experience, can I just say, because I sent off my measurements to Yana when I placed the order, and I didn't consider the ease that she puts into her patterns. So when I received it, it was very much way too big for what I was looking for. And that was on me. I should have asked. I should have been like, hey, how much ease do you build into your patterns?
Right.
Like, because her patterns, I think she uses anywhere between 10 and 12 inches of ease, and I don't particularly like that. So I emailed her and I was like, hey, would it be possible just to have it like taken in a little bit? And she was like, absolutely. So the pals at Knit Night helped me chalk line and pin and strategically.
Yeah.
And
oh,
then
I remember that day.
I mailed it back to her, and she tucked it in, and she got my measurements. Also, I have a really short torso, so like the bodice needed to be shortened.
Yeah.
And she did all of that like at no charge, and it was amazing, and it was like one of the best custom clothing purchases that I've ever done. So I would definitely recommend, if you're considering, because this is 100% linen, so this is not like this is a fabric that I will have for a long time, right? I wear this dress a lot. It's in heavy rotation all year, and I just have to say that having clothing custom made to your measurements is so worth the time and effort. And the cost.
And the color is still so bright. Do you find that you have to
Right?
wash it a lot? Like after every wear?
Not after every wear. I usually wear it twice.
And then you give it a wash?
And then I wash it. And in the winter, I like to do a snow wash at least once in the year if I can.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
Just to like help deodorize and everything like that.
Yeah.
But no, definitely worth the investment. And I've ordered other clothing from her. Everything that I've ordered has been incredible. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah,
awesome.
so look around, and she exhibits at not just like markets in Montreal, but she also comes down here. She does 613 and the a couple of other markets in the city. So look around. If you see anybody in your local markets who are like making clothing, ask if they would do something custom to your measurements. Chances are they will.
Yeah.
Definitely worth it. Yeah.
There's a lady at the park, not the Parkdale Market, at the 613 Market here in Ottawa. I've seen her multiple times. She's been making sort of this kind of fit and flare or like boxy top and then gathered floral bed sheets.
Oh, nice.
And it looks so good. I really want to either get one or make
Yeah.
one. But it's really hard to find those sheets. They're like
Very popular.
they're coveted. They're
Yeah.
coveted fabrics.
Mhm.
Yeah. So maybe I'll approach her and see if she's willing to accommodate my mysterious shape.
I think that would be the case. Look,
Mysterious.
from my experience, these small businesses would rather work with you to create something special for you than not have your business at all.
Yes, 100%.
So
I mean, otherwise it would kind of just, I don't know. It would be bad business in my opinion, but.
not bad
Yeah.
business, but just a lost opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what am I reading? I'm not going to go through the whole list. We'd be here all day.
Can you give us like 3?
Your tops.
So what did I just finish recently? Well, I'd have to pull it up on Storygraph. I just finished listening to Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham-Young, which is a rom-com. And it has solidified for me that I cannot listen to rom-com audiobooks.
Oh, okay.
So as we've established on the pod before, I am an asexual person. And when I listen to an audiobook that has
Explicit content.
I feel very much
Uncomfortable.
uncomfortable.
I
And
get
that's
it.
fair.
Right? And so I would rather read it because then I can it feels like there's a buffer between
Yeah.
the action and me.
And technically you can just skip that part if you
Yeah.
feel like it.
Because anyway, so I love the storyline. I thought the couple featured were really sweet, really well written. I'd read another one of her books and it was great. So yeah, I read that recently. What else did I finish? I'm still rereading Pride and Prejudice. Ooh, I finished Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole. I've talked about her on the pod.
I saw that it was featured at Indigo.
Yeah, the third book just came out earlier this week, so I've got my copy. I haven't started reading it yet, but I had a library book come in called Only Bad Options by Jennifer Estep. This was one that was recommended to me by a friend of the pod, Carolyn, of our Knit Night.
Hi, Carolyn.
hey.
Carolyn always has excellent book recommendations.
When you work in a library, I would certainly hope so. So
It kind of comes with the job description.
yeah, so I put it on hold so long ago that I don't actually really remember what it's about. But I've read the first 2 chapters and I'm getting the vibe of like futuristic society where like there's interstellar, like you can live on multiple planets, but there's also a magic system.
Oh.
So I'm really excited to see what this book's about.
Oh.
Check back in 2 weeks when I will have be done it and can tell you. But yes, it came highly recommended. Only Bad Options. It's a series, I believe. So I'm looking forward to digging into
That sounds really fun.
Yeah, so I'm reading
Also,
that
what
on
a great
ebook.
name for a book. Only Bad Options.
Yeah. I think the
It
first
do be
sentence,
like that
I think the
sometimes.
Yeah.
first sentence of the book was, sometimes in life there's only bad options. And I was like, I like where this is going already.
Honestly,
So-
yes.
I mean, it's not wrong. Exactly. It happens often that, what's that saying? Like it's the least of 2 evils kind of deal.
The
Yeah,
lesser
just
of
go,
2
like,
evils.
The lesser of 2 evils, where you just go like,
Yeah.
either way it's gonna be bad. Might as well go for the lesser bad.
Well, I'll put my Storygraph link down below, so if you want to be friends with me on Storygraph, yay, we can talk books and things. But that's it. That's my dork. That's what I'm drinking, wearing, reading, and knitting.
You're
just
knitting.
did my
You're
dork.
actually
the
knitting.
Wow, I did a door.
This
not
is
a dork.
you did a door.
You did a door.
So I looked at my projects and I was like, I could finish this complicated thing, or I could pick up stockinette. So we picked up the stockinette.
Is this another muzzle bra?
Yeah.
You're such a fan, and I love that.
I personally love having one of these on the needles. I think just like socks, I'm always going to have one on the needles. This is a muscle burra that I started a few months ago. It's been living at work, but I wanted to bring it because as part of my Just Do It July, I actually put in, where are my markers? I actually put in between there. So what's that, like 6 inches of knitting maybe?
I know. That's exactly 6 inches.
I put 6 inches of knitting on this muscle burra over July, so that was very nice. This is a hat pattern that is knitted in a long tube and then folded back in on itself, so it's double thick and so warm. And this yarn is from Alley Cat Yarns.
It has a little bit of a halo.
I think it's the BFL base.
Do you mind if I hold it close?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
99%. Actually, I might have the tag in here. I do. So this is the BFL base, the BFL sock base. It's the Boreal colorway. I got this yarn in like 2020.
Look at this.
Isn't that just gorgeous?
I just love this color combination.
When my sister was here in April, she saw the last one that I had knit for myself, and she's like, "Oh my god, that's such a nice hat." And I was like,
I really love the
"Oh, thank you."
variation.
And
of
she was
colors.
like, "Can you make me a hat?" And I was like, "Actually, yeah, I love knitting this pattern." And so I pointed her at my stash, and she picked out this yarn, and I am really excited to knit it for her. I told her she wasn't going to get it till the holidays, till the Christmas holidays, and she was like, "Okay, fine." But that's what I'm knitting, just another muscle burra. I've got lots more projects here, but if we have time, maybe I'll get to them. Hey, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Hi.
Good news. We're not stuttering.
Yeah.
says the girl while studying. I love it.
Not stuttering.
So what is your dork, Annie?
Actually, you have my drink right behind you. Do you mind?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That looks so like fancy.
Yummy.
So yesterday, while we were at the yarn festival, at the fiber festival, over in the food tent, there was a tea vendor that I've bought tea from every time we've been to Twist.
Okay.
And every year they have a different mix. So this year, the mix of their floral tea, because they're a flower farm, the mix of their tea is called Papillon Endiablé.
Les papillons endiablés.
Papillon Endiablé. Like
I love
spicy butterflies.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think?
Well, endiablé would mean like
Deviled.
devilish. So devilish butterfly would be the translation.
Deviled butterflies. And it is a mixture of rose, ginger, lemon peels, hibiscus, and I followed the instructions of the lovely lady that owns the farm, who said put it in the refrigerator in a big jug of water and let it cold brew for a couple of days. So this is about 18 hours so far, and I'm going to continue to keep it in the fridge for it to get better and better. Yeah. It is very, very floral.
Ooh, it's light. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh
and,
my
And
God.
because I cold brewed it, it doesn't need as much sugar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it also didn't get any of the bitterness from the ginger. Because if you ever made a hot toddy, the ginger can,
Spicy.
Yes.
it can get either too spicy or too bitter. And this is just flowery perfection. I'm really into it. It's really fresh, really, I want to say nourishing, but that's not a good enough word for something cold.
It's invigorating.
Yeah. That's
perfect.
kind of what it is. It's invigorating.
Nice.
So that's what I'm drinking. Le Papillon Endiablé by, I forgot what the name of the pre-pull are.
We'll
but
put it
we'll
down
put
below
it
later.
in the description because I still have the packet.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm wearing, I'm actually, for the first time in a really long time, wearing a 100% handmade outfit.
Are you actually?
I am.
You're gonna have to take your
So-
top off.
What?
I said what I said.
So these are my 101 trousers.
Okay.
These are my trousers that I made out of thrifted fabric. Da-da-da.
They look so good.
Thank you. They have an elastic and a drawstring.
That color's so
And-
good on you.
And it looks
Pockets.
perfect with the knitted.
Thank you very
top.
much. So I made these trousers following a Merchant & Mills pattern called the 101 trouser. They come in a wide leg view, a tapered leg view, and a short view. So I've made the short view, and I think next I'm going to use the same pattern for a paper bag waist, like wide leg trouser, and maybe like a flowy fabric or something. I don't know. I'm just really feeling like the flowy fabric.
I thought it was a jumpsuit underneath. That's
No,
why I said.
it's not. This is the. I'm wearing a NYX bra. If you
That's
want to
why
know,
It's similar enough in color that I was like, I thought. Anyway,
this is a
that's my
NYX
bad.
bra.
Oops.
Go NYX. Buy Canadian. No, and this is a ranunculus.
Yes.
It's a ranunculus. I call it my summer ranunculus because it's made in 100% cotton yarn from Trailhead & Co.
Who are no longer dyeing
Who are no longer dyeing yarns, but they are dyeing
embroidery floss.
embroidery floss, and 100% tencel, so it's lovely to work with. It's even really good for sashiko if you like it. But anyway, that's a side note. And yeah, this is a ranunculus that I've been meaning to unpick the cast off on, because see how stretchy this is? And
but
where the cast on ends, like
it doesn't have as much give as the rest of the
what
body.
you do is you'd like frog this.
What I'm gonna do is unpick the cast off.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna undo the ribbing, and then I'm gonna do a split rib.
Okay.
Kind of what you did with you did one too, right? That has a split rib.
Yes, but I think there we go.
My Tolsta.
You did a split rib with your Tolsta.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I want.
Yeah, so if you can see it just here.
So essentially you're doing,
Yeah, you break the rib so that it doesn't go all the way around.
And then I'm going to give it a really good reblock, because every time I wear it, it kind of like warps a little bit. This happens with cotton. It's not a commentary on the yarn or on
It's just the fiber type.
Or on the pattern, just the fiber type warps as you wear it. So I find that a lot of my underarm... Oh, hey, Emily! Welcome in.
Hi.
I found a lot of the gusset underarm stitches have kind of warped a lot and compressed. So I'm going to give it a good reblock after I've redone.
Yeah, and then like zhuzh around the stitches to kind of even them out.
Yeah, give it a zhuzh. But for now, I'm happy to be wearing a 100% handmade outfit.
Yeah, those are the best.
What I'm reading, I am still not done with Pride and Prejudice.
And that's totally fine. I'm still stuck in my book too.
We still have another week.
We do. And I'm not really in a hurry, but I'm enjoying getting ready to like follow the story when we go for our crafternoon at the movies here at the Maehrer, which you're invited to, by the way.
Please come join us.
It's August 16 at 12:30 at the Maehrer Theater in Ottawa. And we'll put the tickets, the link to the tickets in the description. And because we're showing Pride and Prejudice, I wanted to read the book.
Same.
And I was lucky to find a lovely narration of it on Libby?
I'm listening to it on Spotify.
On Spotify. Yeah, on Spotify. Which I'm trying to get away from. But it was there, so I'm using it. And
it's also available on YouTube to listen to because it's in the public domain. If you
it
want
is.
To.
I was going to say that.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of Austen's works have been, you can find audiobook versions of them on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I might do that next for another Jane Austen book.
I listened to
for
the
the
Sense and Sensibility
moment,
one.
I'm really enjoying the Spotify version with this narrator. I'm going really slowly, and also I've had family visiting for the last 4 weeks. Like, not the same person, but like staggered guests, and so I've not had a lot of time to read or knit at all.
Yeah.
So I'm going pretty slowly, but I'm going, which is the important part.
So you had family visiting. I was visiting family. I was that person intruding on somebody else's life.
They probably weren't reading at all either, because you were there.
Actually, no. Linda read a lot while we were there.
Oh, yeah?
She likes to. Yeah, she usually does it while we watch TV.
Yeah.
Fair.
Anyway, and I'm actually not knitting today. I'm crocheting.
Oh.
We're continuing with the high note of me finishing my Velocore after probably 3 years. Then I decided to pick this whip back up. Mm-hmm. This is the Calat shirt, which I've talked about on the pod before.
Yes.
And it always gives me so much trouble because I can't count.
Overrated.
Math.
Listen,
What is that? What is this?
I don't know how it happens, but I keep miscounting the lace part of this panel. Like, oh, it's actually looking really good. It's a little wrinkly, but
that's okay.
Anyway, it's treble crochet panels alternating with a lace panel, like a flower lace panel, and it's really nice. But I keep miscounting. Like, I'll point it out and you'll see. The panels are supposed to be this thick, and I kept messing up and doing this thick. So now I have to rework the math to see how many more rows I have to do, and My edges are also a little bit jagged because I ran out of stitches here, so I had to add more at the end, and now I have to go back and do a border. It's a whole thing. Crochet is a little bit sketchy that way because you don't have live stitches on the needle. You have to find the stitch and work it. And if I can't see it at the end, I will think that my row is done when it's really not. And should I have been using stitch markers? Yes, I should have. I tell my students to do this all the time, but I didn't do it.
Le cordonnier, c'est toujours le plus mal chaussé.
That's exactly right.
Translation, is there an equivalent in English?
Do as I say, not as I do.
No, the equivalent, I think, for that
shoemaker,
one...
I think is like the shoemaker.
I think it's like, well, in Spanish is en casa del herrero cuchara de palo, which is like...
Go to the barber with the worst haircut.
It's more like...
I thought there was one about the shoemaker. Like the shoemaker is... Anyway, the point is the translation
like
would be...
The person who's an expert on it is not following their own advice.
Exactly. Tell us if you know what the expression is.
How would you say that? I think in French is like the shoemaker has bad shoes.
Yeah, the shoemaker has the worst shoes.
And in Spanish is like the iron worker has wooden spoons.
Yeah. There's one in English, I can never remember the exact phrasing of it, but it's essentially if a town has two barbers and one barber has a bad haircut and the other barber has a good haircut, which one are you going to?
The one with the bad haircut. Because they go to each other.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. That's actually really good advice too.
That's good advice. So follow our advice, mine specifically, and use stitch markers. Don't be like me. But this is what I'm working on, and I promise I'm going to give it some love. I've been falling in and out of love with this pattern, the Callet shirt, for so many times, and as I've mentioned before, this is my third go around with different yarn and different gauge and different stitch counts, so I really just want to wear it.
And this is an interesting one too, because you start and you work over the shoulder, and you work across the body this way.
Yeah, so essentially this is what it should...
Like this is one side essentially, right?
This is one side, and then after I'm done this lace section, I'm going to do a little bit of a back and then start the other front. And it'll button up in the middle like this.
It'll be really cute.
It'll be cute if and when it's done. I've decided not to give myself a deadline again because that didn't work. The first time around, it just gave me stress.
Yeah.
I'm just going to work on it and see.
Pick it up when you're feeling it.
Pick it up when I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
What I will say is that it makes me want to work on it more because I put it in my cute basket. What? And I want to carry my basket around, so if I do, I have to take the project with me.
Yep.
That's actually really smart. I should do that.
Yeah, because if the bag is fun, like, I feel like I'm having fun.
Concur.
Oh my god, look at us!
I have one too, it's just at home.
We should go on a picnic with our matching basket.
You can fit a lot of stuff in these baskets.
Actually,
honestly,
yeah.
Yeah, you can.
It's like their size is deceptive because you think they're small.
I went, oh my gosh, last year, I went shopping and I took this basket with me and I just did like what I call a welly wander where I walk down Wellington West and I enter the stores that catch my attention. Cute. And I ended up, because I remember posting about it on Instagram, I ended up with 3 secondhand books, a thrifted dress, a sandwich, a can of Coke, and half a dozen bagels in there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that sounds like a great...
It was a great welly wander. and I got all of that in there before
Probably
I was
your
like,
phone too.
Time to go back. Time to go home. Basket's full.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Would recommend a big basket. And it's actually funny because now I've gone out to run errands with this basket and I've walked into like the bakery or I've walked into the grocery store and people recognize me because of the basket.
They're like, oh, basket girl, hey.
This is not
I've seen that basket before. I'm like, yes, I have lived in this neighborhood a long time. You caught me. So, yeah, it's pretty good. They're great. Definitely would recommend. Both of these baskets are from a company called Big Blue Mama.
Mm-hmm.
They were a twist.
Which is, they were a twist, which is a Canadian-owned company that sources these baskets. They work in collaboration with a weaving collective in Ghana, if I'm remembering correctly. And every year they head out to Ghana and they meet with the weavers who are all paid fair market value for everything that they create.
Yay,
and it is providing job opportunities for people within the community to have a sustained income. which is amazing. And then on this side of the pond, we get to benefit from having incredible craftsmanship close by.
And
Or accessible to us.
And honestly, they smell like nature.
Yeah.
They smell like actual grass.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I've got
so
3
good.
of them. I love them. They're great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you haven't checked out Big Blue Mama, I highly recommend them. They have really good stuff. You know what they made that I would have gotten if I had stairs?
What?
A stair,
yeah.
like a stepping basket.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a...
It's like L-shaped, but
It's
like
an
upside down
L-shape.
L-shape.
Yeah, so you can like tuck it on the stairs, on like up across 2 steps, essentially, and it can just live there and have like extra storage.
Collect your things.
So cute.
Smart.
I would love that. They also make baskets for your bike too.
Yeah.
If I had a bike, I'd consider.
If I had a bike and $1 million.
If I had $1 million.
What is this?
Have you not heard this song?
That's from Bare Naked Ladies, I want to say.
I want to say it's Bare Naked Ladies. Yeah.
Really?
If I had $1 million,
It's an oldie.
I would buy you a house.
It's an oldie.
Backyard. It's an institution. You have your citizenship and you don't know this song.
This wasn't on the citizenship test, and
Well,
I didn't
that
study
is-
It should
for
be.
it.
No.
That is a failure of Citizenship Canada.
Honestly, I did
Or is
not.
it Great Big Sea?
What?
It might be Great Big Sea instead of Bare Naked Ladies. I can't remember. Chat, come in.
Let me
help
check.
us. Alex, Emily, Gerbo, somebody?
Where? What is this $1 million song that I don't know? And
It's so fun.
I was correct.
It is Bare Naked Ladies.
And please don't tell the IRCC that I don't know this. They don't need to know my failures.
The song is from 1988.
Oh, that's the year that I was born!
What? You are.
And you don't know this song.
Don't worry, we'll
But
continue
to
her
be fair,
education
in
off camera.
1988, I was a bare naked lady because I was a baby.
You got us there. Yeah.
Well,
That's gotta count for something.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man,
Bare Naked Ladies. If that is.
I didn't even know they were Canadian.
Yes. Yes.
That they are.
Oh, did I ever tell you guys about the time when I was working at the Fairmont Hotel and the Tragically Hip came in?
Did you meet Gord Downey?
Yeah. So it turns out, at that time, it was 2016. I had been in Canada for like 1 year, a little bit more than 1 year, and this was my first official part-time job, right? And I did not know a lot about like deep Canadian culture. It just didn't cross the river that way, south. So I didn't know who the Tragically Hip were. In fact, I had never heard the title, The Tragically Hip. So I come into work, and there's a tizzy in the back office of the front desk at the Fairmont Hotel, and they're like, they can't decide who to put in the front because everyone's freaking out about meeting the Tragically Hip. And I go, oh, really? Why? Are they like a band? Everybody looked at me like I was crazy.
I
They
mean,
were like,
if I was management, I'd be like, I guess we could put her.
I think she has to do it. So they put me in charge of the group, like
Smart.
to welcome them in, because I had no idea who they were. So they came and went, and I'm like, that might as well be any other regular Joe.
I mean, at least were they good, like, customers? They were good people?
They were regular people.
Okay.
I don't know what anyone else expected.
That's probably the most Canadian compliment you can give someone.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
I
It just
literally-
means they didn't stand out, which is perfect.
Exactly. I just got their signatures on the paper and gave them their keys, and they were on their way. But everyone was like pissing their pantaloons in the back. And I'm like, who are they? Like a band?
I love it. Oh, that's hilarious.
It was so funny.
Man.
So
That's
it
cute.
paid off to be clueless because I got to meet them and not know who they were.
Good for you.
I guess.
I remember watching Gord Downey's goodbye concert on live streamed on CBC and just bawling my eyes out. Oh, R.I.P. Gord Downey. R.I.P. He's a good man.
Good man.
He was a good man.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, unlike you, I've never met him.
I really shouldn't say that I've met him because it was like a really
A
quick
5-second
transaction.
Well, it's better than most.
That's too funny.
I wonder what other Canadiana things we just assume you know that you don't.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll find these out in due time.
We say this, but I'm sure there's...
Have you heard of Yvonne of the Yukon?
No.
Have you heard of
No.
Okay, so maybe this is a very...
No.
What I was gonna say is I'm pretty sure there's Canadian things I don't know about.
Yeah.
That like because technically I'm from Quebec, so
Yeah.
like yes, like I like there's a lot of things I know from the rest of Canada, but there's probably things that are missing from my education because I grew up on the French side, right?
Yeah.
So like at the same time, there's a lot of French things that nobody
true,
here is
that's
gonna
true,
know
that's
about,
true.
right? That I will know about.
Well, speaking of Quebec, should we talk about what we did yesterday in Quebec?
We went to a magical place.
A magical
Called
land.
Saint-André-Avelin.
Lovely little town,
So
about an hour
cute.
away from Gatineau.
Kind of close-ish.
We
to
parked
Montebello.
literally on somebody's front yard.
Yep.
Yeah,
They
we
were
did.
making a buck there, like, oh yeah, come in, you can
$10,
park here for
$10.
$10.
Come on in.
We were like, okay, bet.
Fine, madam, we can do that.
So yesterday we went to the Twist Yarn Festival. It was the 13th year Twist has been going on.
Third for us.
Third for us, yeah. As we said, just about an hour northeast of Ottawa, just near the Montebello region.
Yeah,
if
you
you're more
go,
familiar with that.
If you hit the 50, eventually you just see the exit
sign,
and you're like,
yeah.
we're good to go.
And
I have no idea. I just got in the car.
You took an anti-nausea
I
pill
am
and woke up in
very
Ibiza.
easy to kidnap.
I was the driver, so I kind of had to know where we were going.
I took an anti-nausea and I was just like zonked out for an hour.
We had fun. There was 7 of us in a 2-car caravan that went. Had a great time. There were so many vendors. So they do it in the like ice rink / community center, and you have the rink area. That's one room, the big room, and then you have one of the community like spaces that I think might also double as like a gym space. I'm not sure. That was a second room, and then they put a giant tent outside.
Yeah.
And then they also have a big food tent, and then they had sheepdog demonstrations. So we did the marketplace, we did our proverbial loop walk around, and then go back a second time to make your purchases.
I went back a third time.
So
I
think
bought
we
on the
all
first.
did. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I bought on the first too.
like I bought on the first try, and that's about it. I didn't. Oh, no,
But
that's
we
not
did,
true.
We were kind of strategic about
Yeah.
it. We'd all talked about it, like as a group, how we wanted to approach it.
Yeah.
We did our first round of the spaces, and then we went and we had lunch, and we showed each other what we'd bought and what we were thinking about. Then we did the sheepdog demonstration, which was fantastic. 4 border collies who were like, I don't care, it's a heat wave. I want to go run after some sheep.
Oh my
And
God.
they were fast, let me tell you.
They were
Some
not
of
only
those
were
so
they fast, the amount of like for me it was like them. They were in the bullpen because this is like on
It was
a
on a
baseball diamond.
They were on
And they're in the
bench.
bullpen and they are just like zoning in on those sheep like it's nobody's business. They're like, nothing will deter me.
Yeah.
Nothing will faze me from this. And it's like, okay, it's so intense to see them like,
Yes.
and then it's like they're
Work mode.
yeah, it's work mode.
It's
and then
so
they go.
cute.
And like my favorite part was, I don't know if you noticed when the first dog came and started to do his surrounding, I think it was a girl. The other 3 were like, you could see them like doing this because they're like, why can't I go?
Holding themselves back.
Like,
And then
like,
later they would, because of the heat, they were switching between all 4 dogs to
Yeah.
give everyone a chance to like cool down and sit in the shade. And so they switched out from one dog to another, and the new dog, whose name was Maggie, they had her sitting, waiting basically at home plate, and they had corralled the sheep like quite far away, and the shepherd, she was walking away to kind of like put space between her and the dog and her and the sheep before she like alerted the dog to action. And she turned around getting ready to like, she's like putting the whistle to her lip, and Maggie's already flying off. And
She's like, I saw the movement.
the other shepherd who was like narrating the thing to us, he goes, and there goes
there
Maggie. It was so cute.
She's like, I don't need no whistle. I know what's happening.
I got this, mom.
This
I got
is too
this.
funny, but like I really relate to that dog because I've been going to dance class with my partner, and one of the things that they really try to drive into you is like, as a follower, you need to follow. Stop trying to anticipate what the move is going to be.
Yes.
And I'm really bad at that because the moment I feel the slightest indication of a turn, I'm already spinning like a, you know,
Like a top.
See, I
Like a
actually
top.
did when I did years ago when I did a bit of salsa dancing. It was the opposite. They told me I was a good follower because I didn't know what I was doing. And I was just like,
it's
again,
almost better if you don't.
I was like, I was good if whoever led me was good.
Yeah.
But I was shit if whoever led me was shit because I was just like, I don't know what's happening. Just do it.
I'll just be loosey-goosey and you spin me around. No, but I really relate to that because just like Maggie the shepherdess, I at the slightest provocation, I'm spinning. I'm like, oh wow, we're going? Let's go!
The sheepdogs were great. All that to say, the sheepdogs were wonderful. The demonstration, every year it's the same demonstration, and every year we go watch them because they're super
And
cute.
every year we go, ah.
I mean, they're
The
adorable.
sheep are also really, really funny too, because like they see their people and they're like sheep are definitely herd animals, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
they would
yeah.
see the one shepherd who was narrating, they would, if they came
like,
close to him, they'd be like, okay, we're gonna go, be around you, and he'd be like, but guys, he'd be like trying to like push the sheep away, and the sheep
But
would be like,
he said,
no.
though, he mentioned that
Yeah.
any person who would be in his position, they
Yeah.
do the same because they are herd animals. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if it's him or somebody else. It's really just the fact that they're looking for something
Yeah.
between them and the dog.
But it was really cute though, because later on in the demonstration, there was this little kid who was sitting like in the front row, and because we were in a baseball diamond, there was like a fence
Yeah.
between the bleachers and where the action was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And this little kid jumps off the bench and goes and like grabs onto the fence, and the sheep are all like, a human? And they start congregating beside the fence next to this little kid.
They're clearly socialized.
And the dogs are sitting there like, can we please? Can we go? Can you let us go? Please, please. Can we hurt them?
And
Can we hurt them?
my other favorite
It was really
thing was
cute.
the ear flops of the sheep. They just like, you could tell they were trying to fan themselves, and you could just see the big ears going like this the whole time, and I'm like, oh my god. And they're like synchronized ear flops too.
It was really interesting because last year the weather hadn't gotten so hot earlier in the
Really
season,
cold, yeah.
so the sheep were still in their coats.
Yeah, they hadn't been shorn yet.
Yeah.
But the sheep were shorn this year, and they looked so silly. They looked so funny with like their teeny tiny legs and their ears were flopping in the wind. It was so funny.
They were
them.
like, honestly, I think this is why so far Twist is my favorite festival.
Because of
like,
the dogs.
Because of this particular like just experience, because you don't really get to see that anywhere else unless you go directly to the farm, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I like about this, is that it kind of makes me think, hey, I kind of want to go see like an alpaca farm or a llama farm or a sheep farm to just see the animals who are creating this wonderful yarn that we're using, right?
Yeah.
Like that's something I really like about that.
Did you know that there's multiple alpaca farms in Ottawa?
Yeah.
I have still
know
not
too?
gone to one, and I
Well,
really
clearly
want to.
we got to remedy that because I haven't either. So
We gotta go.
road trip.
Road trip.
I think there's one in Chelsea or close to Chelsea.
There is, yeah.
Yeah.
There
And
is.
I think there's one where
There's
put
one out near Canada.
They
as
put an
well.
alpaca on a leash and they let you walk it.
Yeah, that's the one that's out near Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That one might be the
But
closest.
we were
one
talking
to
about Nordique.
Oh yeah, I do want to go to the spa.
So we could start with the sheep. Oh, well, I need to take a shower, and then
You have to take a shower anyway.
either
Yeah,
way,
that's
and
hygiene
then
reasons.
spa. You know,
So,
make it plans.
Well, back to Twist.
back to Twist.
So after the sheepdog demonstration, we did another round of all of the shopping areas, and then
that's when we really got out of control.
Then we called it a day and came home. And then a bunch of everybody went to go see the fireworks as well. After that.
Yeah.
I
Hi, Elise.
That
Oh,
was
wow,
an-
that was so coordinated.
yeah.
We saw Maehrer yesterday at
Yeah.
Twist. We saw some of our favorite local dyers yesterday at Twist. Sarah from
So
Crazy About
many
Yarn
cool
and
people.
Caitlin from
Caitlin from Lap Fibers.
We saw a couple of people from our knitting group who were like, that was fun.
It's like,
There was a bunch of people from our knitting group and from our community who were there, but we didn't see because it was quite busy.
Yeah.
I
It was just a great day all around.
yeah.
I walked into
It was hot as balls,
to the booth for Sticks and Stones yarn store, which is based in Thunder Bay, and they were down here for Twist. And I walked in, and I want to say her name is Erin, but I think I'm wrong, so apologies. But the owner, she was like, I know you, and I was like, I saw you at Knit City last year in Toronto, and she was like, yeah, I remember you, and I was like, because I spent like 15 agonizing. She had a mini skein like buffet, so you could get like a
That's my
popcorn
kind
cup.
of buffet.
Oh.
Like this was at Knit City 2 years ago.
Yeah.
This wasn't here. Where you could get a popcorn cup and then you could pick
Fill
like
it with
5
10 or
minis,
5 or 10.
and then you could make yourself a little bouquet. So I spent like 15 agonizing minutes choosing colors for this bouquet.
You made
and
some
she
good
was,
choices that
She was
time.
really sweet because she like stuck with me through it because it was the Sunday afternoon and it was a lot quieter. And so she was like, yeah, this color goes with this one and that one. And so we had like a good chat on that day. And so it was funny that she remembered me all this
Yeah.
time later.
So
Like,
funny.
over a
Like,
year later.
This year it was me who did that, who spent like 10 minutes, and then I just gave up and I went to see you and I was like, help me.
Yeah.
I
Honestly,
am not good with choosing colors
If you
or how
have-
to put colors together.
if you have color trouble, go to Allie.
Mm-hmm.
You have a great eye for color combinations.
Thank you.
And
Me,
she did help me.
me, just like our friend Vanessa, I trust people who put color kits together because those kits
Yes.
already perfectly match. So if I'm a sucker for a sock set, for a shawl kit, for a sweaters quantity, oh my god.
Yeah.
I really prefer when other people do the hard part.
Yeah,
The hard part of choosing the colors for me.
100%.
And we came back with a lot of examples to show up.
Yeah, we did. We
So
did.
I thought it would be fun if instead of a knitspiration, where we just say one thing each, we show how inspiring all of the acquisitions we got from Twist Festival would be. So just a little bit of a disclaimer. This is something that we paid money for.
Yeah.
So if you're not into looking at us displaying things that we have bought, feel free to pop off.
Yeah.
If it makes you uncomfortable.
That's okay.
But that's what we're going to do for the next 30 minutes or so. So here we go. Let me just put a little bit of an introduction here.
Yeah.
Yay!
Love the jingle. Love the jingle.
I love the jingle.
So good.
All right.
So who'd like to go first? You want to go like one at a time, or do you want to do like one
Let's
thing,
do
one
one at
thing,
a
one
time.
thing?
we can do one at a time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this first little guy is from...
I don't think it's coming up accurately on camera. I don't think it would be possible to show that
No,
accurately on camera,
it's
but this
like-
is...
I will try.
So glorious.
Listen. There was this woman and her daughter in one of the tents outside that had Jersey bunnies up for adoption because they have a Jersey bunny certified breeding farm.
Mm-hmm.
They only have like 2 or 3 a year or something like that. Very careful. They take such good care of their animals, and they look so happy and fluffy. And one of the things that I promised myself as we were on the way to Twist Festival was, I am not gonna come home with a new pet. I'm not gonna come home
Bilbo would
having
not be
adopted a bunny.
Bilbo
That's not-
would yeah.
I really want to, but I
would protest.
I repeated to myself in my mind, I'm not gonna adopt a bunny today. And I'm proud of that decision.
You did
I
it.
really can't handle it, but I want one so bad. So the next best thing is, let me get some bunny fleas. And that's what I did.
It is
So
Look
so
at this.
soft.
So it's yeah. It's coming across. No,
I
it's not
bought,
that, right? No.
it's about 1/4 of an ounce of Jersey wool bunny wool or fleece.
Yeah.
And they mixed it for me with my choice of merino that they had dyed by hand. So they just had like 100 grams or 50 gram balls of merino, and if you wanted to, the girl would mix it for you. So
Oh,
I
nice.
asked her to
It's
mix
so much
this
more
for
neon
me.
pink in person.
Yeah, it's like way more neon pink than
It's getting a
this
bit
shows.
blown out, but like
This
holy
the-
crap!
like what you see on camera is
There
more
it is.
lavender.
Yeah, that's more.
There we
correct.
go.
Look at that.
It's like the color of our logo pink. Like
Yeah.
It is
so
like
bright.
It's
Pink.
really
Yeah.
bright.
It is so fluffy, and because she mixed it very lightly, it's gonna make for a heathered,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 2-ply.
Yeah.
Out of this,
Is it super warm?
I don't know.
It's like
soft.
it's like touching a cloud. Like my
Oh,
brain is
yeah.
like there's nothing in my hand. That's how soft it is.
It is
Wow.
It's
so
like you don't-
soft.
Like you're almost not touching. it.
Yeah.
You don't feel
So
it.
this is from the lady with the bunnies. There was another vendor there that I bought an
Oh,
ounce.
Red Island Fiber.
Red Island Fiber.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
They
I
had-
was there for that, and putting the fleece in the bag was such.
It was a really, this is really crinkly, I'm sorry. It was a real struggle to put the fleece in the bag. Like even now it's trying to escape because it's so light. It wants to just float up in the air.
It's
I'm
so
gonna try.
soft. It's even softer than the pink stuff.
Look at that.
And the shine, the luster.
Look at that.
Do you remember the name of the bunny?
I think it was Dahlia.
Dahlia, yeah. I remember seeing the sign.
Because she had because I remember there was a name.
So cute.
Oh, you're missing
So, for those who don't know, these Angora bunnies...
This is Angora, not the other one was Jersey.
Okay, Jersey. Well, rabbits that are bred for their fleece are not shorn or clipped the same way sheep are.
Yeah.
It brushes out. So just like if you have a cat or a dog, you brush out the fur.
And they
it's exactly like that.
Sometimes
and
they
then it's
cut it so as to
Yeah.
not hurt the bunny or to
Yeah.
not keep them for long.
Yeah.
But essentially, they shed their coat
Yeah.
multiple times a year, just like a
So it
a
is-
dog.
It is an entirely humane way to collect.
And I wish
fleece.
you could touch this.
It's so soft.
It is like it's literally a cloud in a bag.
I
Yeah.
remember going into the booth and they had like samples that you could like touch, and I put my hand in it, and my brain short circuited because my brain was like, "You're not touching anything. There's
Yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
beneath your
It's
hand."
like, this is how light it is.
Oh no way! The name of this person is Mandy Moore, just like Mandy Moore.
Yeah. Yes, so this is from Red Island Fibers. They're based in PEI. I
Yeah.
purchased some merino fleece from them at Mid-City, Toronto last year.
Yeah.
That is the most beautiful gold color, and I really need to get back into the whole spinning thing so that I can spin it
I
up.
really recommend buying small amounts of fleece because this is going to help me, number one, experiment with
Yeah.
my spinning, see what I like, what I don't like, challenge me with a more slippery fabric. And also, I mean, who doesn't want to know where your stuff comes from? Like, I know that Dahlia the bunny grew this out of, like, probably grass and quinoa sprouts.
Yeah.
Like,
In PEI, just
in
living her best
PEI.
life.
And there's nothing, like, more heartwarming than being able to wear something that warms your body and your heart. So
Very
cute.
true.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's the first thing on your list of
Yes.
acquisitions?
So this is the only acquisition that was like not it was pre-planned, but I didn't expect to see anything that I wanted, and then this little guy popped up. So this is to hold your to hold your skeins.
Ooh.
So I love it because unlike the yarn bowl, you can have two, and it'll still, they're not gonna.
Does this pop up?
Yeah,
oh,
it
it
pops all the way off.
does.
So you can get multiple of these, and then you can just transfer them from the base, so that if you have multiple projects on the go.
And I just love the fact that like I said, my problem with the bowl is the second you have more than one skein, you can't
get
really.
They get really
Yeah.
tangled.
They get really tangled. So this is just easy.
Same
and
with
it's-
basket.
And they gave me the whole story about the wood. I forgot now, but essentially like this part here, so that you can see the brown part in the middle. So that was treated differently. It was actually, from what I understand, the wood was cooked essentially, and that's what gives it this color.
Oh.
And then this one here, the base here, that's actually the reason it has this color is because the tree that was used was technically dying. So this is the reason why you have a bit of a change of color. So it's just really interesting. And there's
So it's
three
like
different
reclaimed wood.
and there's like 3 different woods. So I forgot what they all are, but they're like this one is one type, this one is one type, this one is one type.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
And don't worry, we'll put all of the links to all the shops down
This
below.
is Moose Hill for sure.
Moose
Yes.
Hill, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moose Hill, they make a lot of accessories and tools. They
Yeah.
make nitty knotties, spindles of different varieties,
fidget
yarn
spinners.
bowls.
Like, this is what I'm gonna
Fidget
use. I'm gonna just
spinners.
do this.
So when I do the show notes this week, I'll do my best to be like Annie's Pink Wool and then list the shop name so that if there's anything in particular you want, like the yarn spinner.
Or if you want to adopt a little Jersey wool bunny.
Yeah.
I'll do my best to make sure that I match up the purchase with the name of the
Yeah.
vendor.
Some of them, unfortunately, didn't give us cards or they didn't have cards. So there are some purchases in my bag that I don't remember where they came from.
But if you
anyway.
can tell me the location in the room, I might be able to figure it out
Mm-hmm.
based on the map.
That's true.
I'll put on my little Sherlock Holmes cap, my deer stalker,
Yeah.
and get to sleuthing.
All right, what's in your
What
goodie
about
bag?
you?
Well, speaking of goodie bags,
A goodie bag.
so my first purchase of the day was, I'll just open it up here, was this project bag from Artie Chick Textiles.
So cute.
And
Look at these.
what's really great about this artist is that she hand paints everything. So this was
I thought it was a print.
No, it's
This
hand
is
painted.
hand painted?
Which is why it was the first thing I bought. So she had a whole
That's a lot
shop.
of work.
She had a whole shop of bags and of different kinds and like all sorts of different fabric-based
Bags
products.
and bowls.
Bags, bowls, whatever, and they were all hand printed, hand painted. Hey, Bilbo.
Hi, Bilbo.
And I saw this one hanging on the thing, and it was the only fish one.
So
And
cute.
this may be a little bit of an Allie lore drop, but I love eating sardines and anchovies. Like, love eating sardines. And so they don't call me Alley Cat for nothing. So when I saw the bag and it reminded me of sardines, I was like, this has to come home with me. And because it was the only one of its kind, I was like, oh, yeah, this definitely has to come home
Didn't
with
you
me.
have somebody who was like, oh, I was looking at this bag, I wanted to buy it?
Yeah. So ironically enough, as I was walking around the marketplace during the rest of the day, a couple of people came up to me and were like, oh my God, you bought the bag? I was hoping that it was still going to be there. I was going to buy it if it was still there. And I was like, it was the only one. You should have just bought it.
No, but this is how I do my shopping. If there's one, like my one rule with shopping is if there's only one left,
it's yours.
It's mine. Yeah. Like there's no, like, you know what I mean? It's because
that's
it was
the
meant to be
rule?
mine.
Yeah.
Like my rule is if there's only one left and it's my
It's a
size or
sign.
my, you know, whatever, it's a sign that I need to purchase this.
I like that sign.
And then, so it's really great. And I love that it's also drawstring. So I can keep it closed, but then it has like an actual hanging strap. So one of the other purchases I made yesterday, this is going to become the project bag for it.
Love
Okay, perfect.
it.
So this bag was followed up almost immediately with just another set of needles that I needed
Which you always need.
for my Doppio project, which is still not done. Because
We're working on it.
here's the thing, fam. I don't like knitting magic loop.
Really?
I don't like knitting magic loop.
Oh,
and
so
that's
that's why you got
what
these.
I've had to do
I
with
don't
the
mind it
sleeves.
at all.
And so they had them. One of the yarn shops that was vending had needles, and they had the size I needed. And I was like, I'm gonna finally finish this.
It's for the
now.
sleeves.
It's for the sleeves. So I finally got the needles. So that was my first immediate purchases of the day.
I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you that if you're not enjoying what you're doing and you can fix your enjoyment with a different needle, do that. It's not worth suffering for.
You know what? Amen. Because the reason it took me so long to finish that Musselburgh is because, well, part of it was because it was on those like bamboo needles and not
And you didn't like them.
these.
The-
And it
the
was
stainless
just
steel?
annoying. Yeah. And I have a project at home, at work right now that's on Knit Picks bamboo needles. And it's the same thing where I'm not enjoying it. So I'm trying to finish another project that's using these, the
metal tips.
metal
The
needles
stainless
so that I
steel
can
tips?
switch them and then I'll actually enjoy
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Should I keep going?
Yes.
I was on a bit of a fiber search because I really want to get better at spinning.
Mm-hmm.
So I got this 100% alpaca brushed, hand carded fiber bat. This is from an alpaca called Apollo. And
It is so beautiful.
Yeah, this is
dark
the one that
chocolate
I
brown.
showed you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to open it. Hopefully it's not too loud.
ASMR.
Because
ASMR.
is that relaxing?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
I promise I actually really love ASMR and I want to make some ASMR for the channel.
Maybe not
But
crinkling
not this.
this.
Yeah, it won't be this.
It'll be like the tiny
Maybe it'll
of the
be some
needles.
like actual spinning, so that
Yeah.
it sounds
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
really nice.
Okay, so I'm gonna take out just a little bit so you can see it. Look at that fluff. Look
It
at that
is-
fluff.
It's like a dark chocolate brown. It's showing more black, but it's
It's-
really
yeah.
like a beautiful chocolate brown.
Yeah.
And it is like, I don't want to say it's sticky, but it's very like textured and woolly.
Yeah.
And there's
Alpaca
just
is-
something so satisfying about alpaca.
They deliver
one step
every
down
time.
in softness from the
They really
Angora
deliver.
bunny.
Yeah, love this. This is from Ferme Récréative Casa.
Okay.
Oui.
Oui.
Ferme Récréative Casa.
Ferme Récréative Casa. Yeah, super nice guy. Carine, you got a lot from that guy as well.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
And
So,
I have another fiber one that I got from Amaranth Fibers, and they were selling this called Breed Study.
Yep.
So this is 6 different types of sheep's wool, and I took a photo of the specific breeds. so that you can try to spin the different fibers and see which one you like to work with.
Oh my God.
So there's like,
Brilliant.
if I remember correctly, there was a little bit of Romnedale, a little bit of Corriedale, a little bit of Merino, a little bit
some
of BFL.
MCN, I think. And
That's so smart.
I'm
A
really
little bit of
excited
Romney.
to try it out a little bit at a time. I've seen Roxanne Richardson do a breed study before.
Yep.
I think she did like 50 different fibers or something like that. And it's really interesting to me. Already in the bag, I can see the differences between the different fibers. And
Yeah.
I'm really excited to try it out. So shout out to Amaranth Fibers for putting this together. They had the kit with a little spindle and everything, but I already have multiple spindles, so I just got the fiber. But yeah, I love it. It's lovely. It's a lovely package. I think it looks decorative, and yeah,
It's gonna be really fun to do. And
it's gonna be fun.
you know, you should keep a little spinning notebook.
Yeah,
So that you can like take notes and be like, this one was really sticky, or like this one has a shorter staple length, so I have to do it. I can't do a long draw. Like, keep that information so that you can refer back to it later.
That would be really fun to do, like a little actual true study.
Yeah.
You know,
For science.
for science.
For science. All right.
So
Maybe
you
just
also
finish.
visited the alpaca.
Of
The
course I
alpaca
did.
guy, didn't you?
I was so everything I bought except for the little spinner thingy was essentially part of a laundry list that I had, or a grocery list for projects. So I didn't buy anything that I hadn't a project for, or at least that I had some kind of understanding of what I wanted to do with it. So I was on the lookout for
Very organized.
sometimes I was on the lookout for more like natural colors, not like not bright colors, just because I have a lot of those already, and I wanted to do a specific project from Sachiko, her Arctica jumper, which has already
Saskiko.
Saskiko, sorry. And she has a lot of, like, most of her patterns are very, like, natural colors, like whites and black and brown.
She's inspired by the landscape in Nunavut, where she lives.
A lot of rock and
I
earthy
really
colors.
like it. I like that combination, so I kind of went with the same colors, just in a different combination. So, of course, a lot of places at Twist had very, very colorful, beautiful yarn, but not a lot had those
Earthy
colors,
tones.
those earthy
Neutrals,
tones.
yeah.
So, until I got to the alpaca farm. And then I was like, oh, hello.
Ferme Recreative Casa.
I actually have I put it right here. So, Ferme Recreative de Casa, they are close to, Saint Stanislas de Champlain. So, it's close to Trois-Rivières. So, if you know where Trois-Rivières is, you're kind of in that ball pen.
Shout out to our friends in Trois-Rivières.
So, I'll we'll put the website and everything down
that'll
below.
all get linked below.
But they were absolutely wonderful. I think perhaps it was father-son who was doing the I don't want to, look over.
The vendor stall?
Yeah,
It was
like,
definitely a family business.
it's a family business, but I think it's father-son, and the son is like, I don't know, 10, 12. He's so helpful. Very, very, very nice.
Probably there reluctantly.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, he looked like he was. I mean, he could be there because he has to. You're right. We'll assume he was happy. And I fell in love with a few colors here. This is what Allie helped me figure out, by the way.
Yeah, we had fun.
So,
Woo-wee!
I wanted I wanted to figure out which color would be my main color, which colors would be.
So it's one main color and 3 contrast colors for like color work that goes from the neck to like mid body.
And essentially,
Which one of these is going to be your main?
so this is going to be the main color. Here,
Oh,
I don't know if you-
beauty.
Right over
I can hold it.
So it's like a soft brown, I want to say. It looks a little grayish, but it's more like brown.
Yeah,
like,
it's
think
definitely-
cappuccino.
Yeah, like a cafe au lait.
Yeah.
But not quite, actually, no. A little
And
bit
then
more brown.
these 3, which is kind of like a almost black, gray, and I want to say cream-ish.
A crew?
Oat.
Oatmeal,
Yeah.
yeah.
So these 3 are going to be the adjacent colors, the contrast colors. And yeah, so thank you, Allie, for helping me figure out.
Basically, what we did in the stall was, Carine was like, I really like this one, and I kind of want to have this one as the main color. And so we took all the rest of them, and we just were like, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And then I was
1,
like,
2,
that
3.
one.
And then she picked she saw one she
So
liked.
that's what I'm very
I can't
happy
even
to do.
start to explain to you how soft this yarn is.
Alpacas are the best. Okay, I'm not obsessed. So yes, so this is the obviously there's more than one skein for this. I just didn't bring it, but these are the main colors. And yeah, this was a wonderful experience. There were, I think, at least 3 vendors that I saw that was pretty much just only alpaca. Maybe more, but those are the 3 I can think of. And I did not know about this one, so I'm very excited to because they were.
And it's not mixed with any other fibers.
No, it's 100%.
Yeah.
And not only that, he gave me a discount.
Yay!
So this was actually, I think, because I did buy sweaters quantities.
Sure, that makes sense.
But it was nice of them because essentially it was a price for 1 and then a discount if you got 2, and then because I got 9, they gave me a full discount for like the 9. Yeah. So it was very nice of them. And yeah, so that's my.
And you know what? You're probably gonna have enough left over from all 3 of these colors that you could make yourself a matching hat.
100%.
Or mittens.
Probably.
So cute.
No wait. Actually mittens. Yeah, because she has a pattern that's like socks. That is the same kind of colorway, but I think it's fingering and not worsted. But it's fine. We'll still maybe a hat for Matt.
Who knows? Maybe then he'll stop stealing yours.
No, now he wants 365 hats.
He wants a hat for each day of the year.
Each day of the year. This man is obsessed with hats.
Where are you going to
Alex says, I wait for the day Carine goes, I got an alpaca.
It was on sale.
Okay, you say that, but
coming.
it's in the works. I really want an alpaca.
This one wants a hobby farm so bad.
Yes, very, very much so.
Did either of you watch Modern Family at all?
Yes.
Yes.
There's an episode of Modern Family where Phil, the dad, comes home with literally an alpaca, and he's so excited. He was like, "I got the last one."
I just remember that if you actually watch the bloopers, he has it in the car at some point, and then I think it's Cam that's sitting next to the alpaca in the back, and he's peeing. It's like he's literally the animal is literally peeing, so they're just burst out laughing because they're like, "What is happening right now?"
So funny.
Oh,
I definitely see you carrying an alpaca, transporting an alpaca in a car.
Oh,
at
100%.
one point.
Poor
I'll be
alpaca.
stealing one. No, maybe not stealing, but
just open the sunroof and he can stick his head out.
Yeah.
One day I'll show up at somebody's door and be like, "So, guess what I got?"
I got news.
Oh my gosh.
They'll be like, "Oh shit." So
we're all really one inconvenience away from starting a hobby farm.
I'm not. I am definitely no. I am
okay.
not. I am 27 conveniences away.
Oh, that's not terrible.
That's quite okay.
I'm somebody yesterday or this week at work because I said I'm not an outdoorsy person, and she goes, "Oh, are you an outsidey person?" And I went, "Also no."
I love the difference between outsidey and outdoorsy.
But
wait, what is the difference?
Outsidey is I like to go to the park, go on a little walk, have a picnic, sit on a patio. Outdoorsy is I want to rough it in the rapids and then do a 4-day.
Yeah, I'm doing an 18-day portage trip where I'm pooping in a thunder mug.
Okay, I'm not that much of an outdoorsy.
I'm looking at you, Vic.
I'm more of a. I don't know.
No. But either way, you're more likely to start a hobby farm than
anybody else.
I think.
That is true.
That's fine. I technically have the properties.
It will happen at some point. One day it'll happen.
It'll happen.
And I have always joked that I will be the city leg of the commune.
Someone needs to move all that fiber, babe.
So I'm gonna stay in town.
I'll be making labels to put the names of all of the alpacas in the labels for all.
No, I need to be within walking distance of my favorite hipster coffee shop. I don't know what anybody's thinking.
Here's what I say: if Uber Eats doesn't go there, neither do I.
Good call.
And I'm okay without Uber Eats. So
I can't live without my sushi.
Can't live without my sushi.
Okay, so. When we were at Twist, one of our favorite local dyers, Sarah of Crazy About Yarn.
Hi, Sarah!
Was there again, and I was very excited to see her because I did show it on the pod earlier this year, late last year. I knit a 2-color brioche shawl with one of her gradient skeins. Mm-hmm. And it is, I honestly am counting down until winter when I can wear it. It is the most beautiful, squishy, incredible thing. So I knew I wanted to get another gradient, but I thought maybe that I could hold off. And then I walked into her booth, and I was like, no.
It's over for me, fam.
My plan's out the window.
But those gradients with the sparkly...
I didn't end up the Stellina. You got a Stellina one?
Oh my god.
So
They look like galaxies.
Well, she designed...
I know. That's my point. But it literally looks like a galaxy. She nailed it.
Yeah. So I walked in and I had a general idea of like what I wanted to do because I loved the shawl. I loved the shawl that I had made. I wanted to make another ombre shawl. The Pressed Flowers shawl by Amy Christoffers. That whole collection truly has been sitting in my brain since she released the first pattern like 3 years ago or whenever it was. I've been thinking about that shawl for literal years. So when I saw this skein of yarn, this gradient, which is named
Delicious.
Ghostly Whispers. It's based off of a flower and
It
plants.
looks like if I had to watercolor an abstract representation of a thistle, that's what I would do.
Cool. Well, as soon as I saw this, I was like, I'm making a Pressed Flowers out of this. Like, come on. It's gonna happen.
Come on.
It's gonna happen.
I mean.
So I bought the, this is a 200 gram cake. She goes up to 300 grams now too, by the way. So like, that's a long gradient. And I got the DK because that's what the shawl is in. And then I made it my mission to find a matching main. Oh, I just pulled some veg matter out of there. I made it my mission to find the matching color to go with it, to which I then proceeded to visit Caitlin of the Lab Fibers.
I feel like we did the exact same thing. So embarrassed.
And
No, it just means your brains think the same.
we're already twins. Come on, we're already twins.
How is this embarrassing?
And so I have, this will be my contrast color. Look at that. And there's like, in here, there's like a creamy layer too. And then this like greeny sage brown. Oh, come on. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna look so good.
And
Can
there's
I-
going to be, I had to buy 3 skeins to have the correct yardage, but I'm going to need maybe like 10 grams.
Yeah.
10 grams of the third skein. So I was like, oh, what if I made the Pressed Flowers hat with what's
Oh,
left over?
what
Because you're gonna
if?
have leftovers
I'm
of
gonna
this,
have,
too.
no. This one I
No?
won't. This one, I might be playing yarn chicken with at the
Oh,
end.
okay.
But that's fine because it ends off with a green and I have another green in my stash that's very similar.
Okay.
Which is what I had to do with the brioche shawl I knit last year. I
Would
ended
it
up,
end with this one?
no, I'm gonna start from
Oh,
the
okay,
gray. I'm gonna
okay.
start from the gray, move into the pink, and then end with the green. But yeah, last year I had to like supplement a little bit of stash yarn for the very bottom, but you can't even tell.
Yeah.
Because the gradient is so long. But yeah. Pressed
Oh, wait.
Flowers.
If you start with this, how do you, like, because eventually your cake's gonna cake.
I can recake it.
Okay.
I'll redo it. I'll rewrap
Or
it.
you can put it. There's multiple things you can do with a cake like this. You can re-cake it so that it's the other
way
around.
Yeah.
You can put a cake holder or a cake sock over it. So
Okay,
that
like what I'm
as
doing,
it
okay.
like what you're doing, so that as it starts to get more thin, it compresses and compresses and it doesn't like fall out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can work on it until it starts collapsing and then
Yeah. Which is
Okay.
probably what I'll do.
Okay.
I'll probably get into the pink and then have to rewind it. But that's
Yeah.
fine. So
Totally
Pressed
fine.
Flowers.
All right.
But I'm not
Lovely.
allowing myself to cast this on until a project that I started on the 1st of August is done.
because that's
Bilbo doesn't like that idea. Bilbo's against that idea.
Bilbo is
what I'm
questioning
saying.
everything.
no.
So.
I also got by both Sarah and Caitlin with a very similar situation. I got my color pop from Sarah in my basic main color from Caitlin. So here from Casey About Yarn, I got Running Dog Nebula
Oh, yeah.
in the Merino Stellina mix. And this is 200 grams of fingering weight yarn.
Ooh.
And it sparkles like...
Yeah, you can kind of see it a little bit.
It looks like space up in there.
Oh, no, it does. It, like,
It
Your
looks...
crochet hook is stuck on it.
Oh, that's so funny. Hello? Hello? There it goes. There it is. That's the spacey part. And I wish you could have seen the... Oh, I bet you did
Selection.
see it. Like,
Oh, I
she
saw
had
it,
the
yeah.
sample that
Oh my God.
Carine with a K knit the samples and
Swish and knit.
Swish and Knit, made a sample with this base, this color, and it looked so crazy, delicious, and galactic that I couldn't leave it behind.
Like I said, she really nailed the galaxy
The
vibe,
radiant-
nebula
Yeah.
vibe, because it's like it's just
Yeah.
mind blowing.
Sarah from Crazy About Yarns has currently 2 color work inspiration lines. One is planets and the other one is galaxies and nebulas.
And she's just started doing florals. Because mine was a plant one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so every time she nails the color perfectly to her inspiration photos. Yeah. So I'm really happy to have gotten this. And I wanted this to Lena because I saw a sweater at a different stall that had a base color, like a solid color as a base, and the color work part was Stellina.
Ooh.
Oh.
And I thought that was such a clever way to make the color work bits really pop from the fabric. So I decided I want to try that. I have multiple color work sweaters in fingering weight in my Ravelry favorites and library. So I am going to try to pick one that is suitable for this color. And I got myself a mane from Caitlin at the Lab Fibers.
Is that the eggplant colorway?
This is
No.
deep
Yeah,
eggplant.
this is the same I used.
I have a sweater quantity in that color as well.
We really are.
This is one I used
Stop
for...
copying me.
We really are more similar than y'all can really imagine.
This is the one I used for Matt's sweater.
Yeah, I think I remember Matt's sweater, but I just couldn't resist. Look at that
It's so
deep,
gorgeous.
rich, grayy
Yeah,
purple.
It's glorious.
It's so glorious, and I loved it. What I really wanted to get, but I'm glad I didn't, is Caitlin has a Fourth Wing color work line that she's come up with, and the Andarna color has this base with blue and yellows and golden speckles, which I just thought was excellent for an Andarna representation. She has a Segale color and a violet violence color, and I loved it, but she didn't have 2 of the same, and that's for the better for me because as a main color, I wanted it to be more solid.
Yeah.
And so this is what my mix is gonna look like.
But for the record, Alex got the Andarna. Nice.
Wasn't it beautiful?
For the record, Caitlin does dyed to order. So if there was any colorway that you wanted and in a base that you wanted and she didn't have the quantity in the shop at the moment,
She could totally make
it. She will dye that to order for you.
She's great.
Speaking of which, Jamais 203, I also got from Caitlin.
We love
at
them.
the Lab
I don't
Fibers.
know what to tell you.
And I'm one of those where she didn't have the quantity I wanted in the... For me, it was the weight, so I needed DK, and she only had it in fingering.
Sport. She had it in sport.
She had it in sport, and I needed it in DK, so I ordered the skeins, and this is for this project here.
Oh my god, it's going to be so beautiful.
And the reason I chose this is because... So this is the birch sweater by Yulin Knitwear, and the reason I wanted that color specifically is because it literally looks like birch, and I wanted that birch.
It's very similar to the pattern sample that the designer made.
The pattern sample, it's like the same damn color is what it is. Like, can you kind of see? I feel like it may not. We'll link it in the description below, but essentially it's like if you there we go. So you can kind of see that birch vibe.
It's white with like browny caramel speckles.
Yeah, it has like a bit of that like brown gray. So again, she had it in sport and I needed it in DK, so I ordered. And if you are listening, you can take your time. I am in no rush. I know that you are very busy.
Our queue is quite long.
Yeah. Well, no, but also her schedule is incredibly busy.
Really
so she did mention that it was going to take a little bit, and I'm totally fine with that. But that's
somebody's having a bad day outside.
Somebody is definitely having a bad day outside.
It is a heat wave, so fair.
So he may be, or they may be very tired.
Yeah, poor kid.
So yeah, so that we all got something from the Lab Fibers.
That's so funny. We didn't go together.
No,
we didn't.
No, wait. I walked in with you.
Yes.
But you were looking at something, and I was focusing on finding a match, and then we turned around, and we both had yarn in our hands, and we're like, what?
Yeah, that's true. Because I was also looking. I also looked at one of the prepackaged kits, and I was so close to buying it, but then I realized that it would not look good on my skin, and let's be real, that quantity would be for a sweater. I don't knit sweaters for nobody else but me, except for I say this.
Linda,
Matt,
There's
and my mom.
There's a select few.
Yeah.
So that's about it. So eventually that might change, but for now we're at that level. So I put it back, but it hurt. It hurt my soul because it was so nice. It was like, I think it was a bit of that No, it was more like deep blue, I think, the two.
Yes,
and then the rest was like this.
It was like a peachy kind of...
yellow. No, it was like
coral.
yellow-orange.
Yeah.
Because like yellow-orange and me are not
It was
good
giving
friends.
like a peach Bellini.
A peach, if
Which
it was...
would be delicious right about now.
Like, if it was just
Yum.
peach, it would have worked. But the second you add yellow and orange tones...
It's just not your color story.
It's just not for me.
It's just not your color
I
story.
love the colors. They do not love me.
That's funny.
But yeah.
I feel like that about pastels. I love pastels.
Although I bet if you inverted that, where the main body of the sweater was navy,
maybe.
and the color work was that peach Bellini,
I think it would have been okay, yeah.
That would have been, because it wouldn't have been directly against your skin.
Yeah.
It would have been,
That's fair.
like, yeah,
separated
out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Did you get anything else?
Yes, so my final purchase of the day was a sock blank, because as we know, I love knitting socks. So this is from
I didn't even notice there were sock blanks.
Mimi and Estep. I think they're a pretty new shop. I'm not entirely certain.
Cute.
They were sharing a booth with Makerloo Studios, who was at Knit City Montreal this year, and who I also bought a sock blank from at
Hello.
Knit City. So this is really fun. So how a sock blank works is it is a piece of fabric that is knit on a knitting machine from one end to the other, and it's two strands held together, two fingering weight strands held together.
Yeah, I've split.
Okay, you've split it as well. So that you can have matching socks. I bought the fingering weight one. And essentially what you do is as you unravel the blank, you can start knitting, and then you're off to the races.
You also could...
So you don't have to wind the yarn.
You also could unravel all of it and like give it a soak so that it's not as kinky.
Crimpy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't mind.
mind.
I think it provides a really fun texture to the sock when you're knitting it too, because it gives it almost like a slub.
A little extra grip.
Yeah, but it's not slubby.
When you block your socks afterwards,
they'll relax.
They'll relax a bit.
Yeah, because they'll relax into the new shape of the stitches. I personally love knitting off of sock blanks because it makes for a really tidy experience. And if you are somebody who loves knitting 2 at a time socks, sock blanks are your friend. I
love 2 at a time socks.
I will often do one of two things when I'm knitting off of a sock blank. I will start one sock, and then the other strand I'll start balling up, and then like ball it up as I go, so I'm only really knitting one sock at a time. Or I'll have them on their own needles separate, and I'll be knitting them at the same time. So I'll knit like 3 rows here, and then I'll flip over and I'll do 10 rows here, and as I unravel it.
That looks so good.
Yeah, I've got some work travel coming up in September, which involves a lot of sitting in a car and being on a plane. Mm-hmm. So I figured having a sock blank would be a good travel companion for a work trip.
There's also zero risk that your yarn's gonna roll away into the distance.
Yep, not gonna lose it on a plane.
Not gonna lose it on a plane.
So yeah.
I've got 2
that
more
was my last
things,
purchase.
so I'll show them together. Okay, so the first thing that I've got is a shawl in a ball. 100% Bebe Alpaca.
You guys had a theme.
Yeah.
It was alpaca.
It was alpaca season, okay?
Honestly, what I wanted was to come home with a bit different fibers than wool. I'm a sucker for wool. I have so much wool and I love it. But I want to diversify. I want to expand my fiber horizons. And this seemed like a really good opportunity for me to have everything in one centralized space so I could compare and contrast. And here are the choices that I made. My first alternative yarn is 100% alpaca. And they had examples of the shawls that they had knit. These were called the Alpaca Ladies, I think. Mm-hmm. They have an agreement with a collective in Peru, and that's where they source their yarn from, and then they dye here. And so I am really into this gradient of the deep blues to greens to
like mustard and then
mustardy and cream.
Yeah.
And I want to make a really simple lightweight shawl that's sort of medium. I'm thinking maybe a crescent.
This looks like a lace weight.
But it is individual lace weight.
Oh, but they're there's multiple strands here together.
There's 4 strands of lace weight together, so they make kind of like a worsted or a thick fingering.
Got it.
Yeah, and so I'm excited to make a little shawl and just have it as a commuting project. It matches my hair. It really does.
You have this thing for buying yarn that just matches your hair.
and I stand by it. Sometimes I'm just feeling a certain color palette, and that's what.
If it works, it works.
That's really funny. And my last purchase was this alternative yarn that it's a
Your
base
crochet
that
hook stuck on it again.
she just wants to go everywhere.
She's part of the party.
She
today.
wants to
She's
be
like, "Are we going?
featured.
Let's go."
She really wants to be featured. Why
Seriously. I don't know. All my tools are she's. My plants are also she's. Except for Harry Pothos. Harry Pothos is a guy.
If you need to name your plant, this is the person. If
I
you need
got
to
you.
name anything, honestly.
But what is the yarn that you got here?
This is Sœurs Hélène.
Sœur Hélène.
Sœur Hélène.
Entre Sœurs Hélène. And it is a fingering base of 65% silk, 35% linen.
Isn't that what you're working with right now, Kevin? That same base?
No. This one is silk. But this is...
This
same company.
silk linen.
No, it's not the same company. Mine is Fleur et Bonbon.
Oh, never mind. I take back.
This is Entre Sœurs Hélène.
Yeah, but it does
It's beautiful.
look very
And
similar.
It's got the slightest speckle to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you closer because the labels are freaking adorable. These are the two sisters. Hold on. Aren't they so cute? Look at that. And yeah, the yarn is very speckly, very smooth, very soft. And I want to make more summer and spring garments. So I got myself a tank tops quantity of fingering weight yarn. And we'll see what comes out of it. I just want to experiment with different fibers and see how they react, how they behave once I've knitted up. And there's a lot of inspiration that I've been meaning to make. And I realized once we were getting ready to go to Twist that it was a heat wave and I didn't have any knits that were weather appropriate. So let's correct that by working with some silk linen.
You're literally wearing a weather appropriate knit right now.
Yeah, but I didn't want to wear this yesterday because cotton's kind of heavy.
Yeah.
This is light as a feather. Anyway, I'll let you know how it goes.
I'm sure we'll see it on the pod at some point.
We'll see it.
Nice.
Carine, any last acquisitions?
No, that was it.
That's it?
That was it for me. It was all things that were...
I would say we were pretty
planned.
tame.
This is okay.
Very
so
demure and mindful.
we've done 3 Knit Cities. This is our 3rd Twist.
Yeah.
We've done Almont
Yes.
at least once, if not twice. Twice, I think.
I think twice.
Twice. So this ain't our first Fiber Festival rodeo.
Yeah.
Like as we've spoken about in an earlier Pearls of Wisdom video, we don't feel that like you have to get it because it's only here at one time.
I think the more you do, the more you realize, the more festivals you do, the more you realize that, like, yes, there are things that are super nice to see. And I use it more as almost like a way to, like, gauge who I'm going to buy from. Almost. Because, like, now I know, okay, I like these people. I've touched the yarn. I've seen it. I've seen the prices. I know, you know what I mean? So, yes, I can still buy at the festival, but I'm not as inclined to, like, go for everything.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I know I can also go to the website and get stuff later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So however, if you're the kind of person who has a bit of FOMO of like, oh my god, if I don't buy it here, I'm never gonna get it.
Yeah.
It can be tricky.
That was our first experience.
Yeah.
That was
ever
definitely
in
me.
this city.
Very much so.
Yeah. But I feel like we've learned from those experiences, and I now feel a lot more calm, and I feel much better leaving stuff behind, taking a picture, grabbing the card to get it later when I'm really ready for it, than overspending up front and then having guilty feelings about it.
Yeah.
Because I want to enjoy what I'm making, and if I'm feeling guilty about having spent how much I spent, I'm not going to enjoy it. So yeah, here's what we came back home after some good, well thought purchases that we saved up for.
Yep.
And a really wonderful day with friends and yarn and sheepdog and food and
good poutine.
sun.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, every year at Twist, there's a person in the food tent who does a smoked meat bison poutine.
And it smells delicious.
3 years running, baby. This is my new Twist tradition, is that poutine.
Honestly, and the fries also were fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're on the Quebec side. The poutines are always going to be. I mean, I shouldn't say always, but more often than not, they'll be
The bar is much higher.
darn good.
The bar is high. And speaking of spending money, we have a little bit of a budget-related episode coming out for you next week.
Yeah.
So tune in next Sunday for a Pearls of Wisdom where we talk about when you're on a tight budget, and we've all been there at some point in our life. Some of us are there now. So if you're in a tight budget, what should you do so that you don't have to sacrifice your knitting or your crochet in the name of money?
Yeah.
So we talk big money next
Especially early on in your knitting and crafting journey.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's where we're aiming at.
You want to close us out?
Yeah, sure. Well, everybody.
Come up like this.
Thank you for joining us today on our Purl Perspectives podcast. We're three pals reporting to you from Ottawa Live. We'll be back in 2 weeks with our next live stream. In the meantime, tune in to the channel next Sunday for our little Pearls of Wisdom video that's going up, directed by Carine. We hope you enjoy it, and we hope to see you in 2 weeks. Have a great weekend, and good luck surviving this heat wave.
Oh, God.
Bye.
Bye.